I touched on clout chasers in a previous audio about how they try to associate with a group of people that have a different social or economic status in an effort to level up. Now, let me clarify my position on that, because when people think about leveling up, they're thinking about going from a lesser financial status to having more financially or having more power. But sometimes people will level up by dealing with people that have less than they do. Case in point. And you're like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Yeah, there are some people who, let's say that they came from upper middle income or wealthy income, a lot of educated people and everything else, but because of what they want to accomplish, they want to target a certain demographic of people in order to accomplish what they want to accomplish. And that particular demographic that's interested in what they're doing might have less money, might be of a lower income or fixed income. So what they'll do, they'll pretend and interject themselves in those communities and pretend to be a part of it in order to try to make the connections that they need to make to accomplish what they need to accomplish. So it goes both ways, people, because, a lot of people figure, oh, well, these people are posers. They're trying to be more than they are. There are some people that try to be more than they are, but it's a group of people that may have less resources than they have in an effort to achieve a goal. And a lot of these people do it because they feel guilty for having what they have, or they might do it for a financial reason. Case in point, I'm not going to mention any names, but there are some celebrities, and we know for a fact that they have a post-secondary education degree, came from upper middle class or wealthy families, but all they do is they hang out in the hood and hang out with people from the hood and everything else. But it's not sincere. It's not a sincere association. They're doing it because they want to level up the rap game. They want to level up the movie game. They want to level up the fashion game. They want to level up those things because they know that certain people in those communities, they have the expert knowledge on truth is the truth. So they figure, this is what I'll do is I'll hang out there so I can get the information that I need. You see it in some colleges where you have some people that are trying to achieve certain degrees, but because they weren't exposed to the population that they're going to be dealing with in their profession, they'll disguise themselves as one of those people and mingle in and mix in with those people in order to get whatever information they need to get in order to get their degree. You see that in a lot of cases of sociology majors, psychology majors, marketing majors, people that they know that they're going to have to deal with the public sector because coming up they didn't have exposure to it. So they know in order to be able to get the degree and deal with these people, they're going to have to intermingle. And the same circumstances apply because those people in the neighborhood, they're going to get peeped out just like the people in the high circles are going to peep out the posers. It goes either way. Now, I wanted to clarify my position on that because I didn't want you to leave the previous audio thinking about, oh, these are poor people trying to level up to be rich people, or these are people that are trying to get a better house, or these are gold diggers. It's not so much that. I mean, there are a lot of people. I went to school in both cases when I went the first time and the second time. There were a lot of people that will purposefully hang out with people that are totally different from them, that had less resources. But the thing is that they provided them with the tools and the information and the communication skills that they needed in order to deal with the audience that they're going to be dealing with when they get their degree. And what happens is in both cases, I'm going to tell you what the tricky part is. The person who is trying to be fake rich and the person who's trying to be fake poor, what happens is during the time that they're associating with these people, they actually start to learn something. I had to take a sip of water on that one and give you a minute to think. See, their goal was to try to get as much information as they could to further their agenda. But what happened is that fate stepped in and said, no, no, no. See, you're not gonna pimp. You're not gonna play with these people. You're not gonna use these people. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make you develop an attachment and a respect for what they're going through, and I'm gonna actually make you like them. I'm gonna make you care about their situation. Okay. Happens every day, people. But I just wanted to clarify my position on that. This is not going to be a long one because I thought about it after I did the entry, and I said to myself, these people are thinking that all poor people want to do is try to level up and be fake rich. No, first of all, that's not what I said, because if that's what you're thinking, you didn't listen to the whole audio. And that's okay. There's some people who do that. Some people will listen to a piece of audio or watch a piece of a video and just fly off the handle without getting all the information. That's okay. I'll pray for you, but that's not the truth. But I just wanted to go ahead and get some clarification on that, because there's some posers that try to be fake poor just to further their own agenda, especially if they're in show business. I'm not downing people in show business because, look, everybody has their struggles in order to make it. You'd be surprised how many high-profile people, the crap that they had to go through in order to get where they are. A lot of them just didn't wake up. There's a small percentage of them that are born into it, but the majority of them had some struggles. But there are also some of them that, not everybody came up poor. There are quite a few of them that appeal to a lower income population or people on a fixed income. So it is assumed because they appeal to those people's tastes that they came from that environment, and that's not necessarily true. A lot of them studied, a lot of them posed, a lot of them intermingled, when deep down they have master's degrees and bachelor's degrees, never had to take out a student loan in their life. Upper income people, private school taught the whole time they were in school, but you wouldn't know it. This goes back to a simple thing where you can't judge a book by its cover, and some of y'all still judging. And you get constantly disappointed, don't you? So I just wanted to clarify my position. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go with that. But, there's some people that are trying to be fake rich, and there's some people trying to be fake poor in order to further their agenda. Either way, you're using the people that you're dealing with, and that's not right. You need to be true to yourself, and maybe you'll be able to accomplish something on your own instead of using other people. So on that, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys to it. Have a great day.